You may recall that the Bioshock Hub made a video for my channel before. It was all the Easter eggs in Bioshock Infinite. That video was really well received, so I've invited Erik back today to take you through 10 tiny details you may have missed in Bioshock Infinite. Now be sure to check the top link in the description, which will take you to Erik's channel, and if you like what you see, perhaps consider subscribing. Anyway, enough of me, take it away Erik.
Hey, how's it going guys? My name's Erik and I run a channel on YouTube called the Bioshock Hub. I've been on Captain Eggcellent's channel a couple of times now, and you guys seem to enjoy the videos that I make for him. So, I proposed to make a new video for him, something that really hasn't been done on YouTube all that often. Quite frankly, I was the only one that has made a video on this so far. So, in today's video, what we're going to be looking at are the top 10 tiniest details in Bioshock Infinite that you may not have noticed. Now, again, there's a lot to Bioshock Infinite, so I could do a part 2 if you guys are interested and if the video does well. Also, if you want to see this on Bioshock 1, Bioshock 2, and potentially The Last of Us, please let us know down in the comment section below. That way, we can start working on bringing these videos out to you guys. Anyways, with that being said and with the introduction out of the way, sit back, relax, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright guys, so the first one we're going to be looking at today is one that starts near the beginning of the game. After Booker has landed safely on Columbia and starts exploring the entirety of the city, you come across a small little convenience store. You can get a cake, you can get a med kit, a banana, and there's some crates that you can actually loot as well. However, there is an honor system where you can actually pay in Silver Eagles. The fact that you can actually pay just baffles my mind because that is such a small detail that they didn't have to put in there. But the fact that they did, I really appreciate. And then you can be like me and just end up taking all the Silver Eagles regardless because I'm money hungry in Bioshock Infinite. But anyways, I hope you enjoy the clip.
Columbia Raffle and Fair. Huh.
He's strong in the sword, but a bit weak in the key and the scroll, if you get my
skies, warm temperatures,
Hello?
and light variable
Honor
winds
system,
throughout
eh?
the afternoon. In short, a beautiful day for the festive.
Here you go.
So the second detail we're going to be taking a look at is one of my personal favorites from Bioshock Infinite. So when you enter the blue ribbon and get all of your rewards for having the season pass or buying Bioshock the Collection, Rosalind Lutece offers you a shield. Before you drink the shield, you can actually try to melee her or shoot at her, and you'll get some pretty funny dialogue in response. So this, like I said, is one of my favorites personally. Let me know what you guys think of it down in the comment section below.
You'll find that handy in a pinch.
The difference between life and death. You missed. Missed. Missed again. 4 out of 5. Another miss. And a miss.
We can afford to do this all day.
The question is, can you?
Now our third detail for today has to do with Elizabeth. After you rescue her from the tower, you get chased down by Songbird, and eventually you crash down into an artificial ocean. Once you come to, Booker ends up trying to find Elizabeth. Well, if you actually get her attention and let her wander around the beach, she does some pretty hidden things that I personally didn't know about until I actually recorded this clip. So, for me to find something new, for the amount of times I've actually played this game, is absolutely shocking. So, hope you guys enjoy this one.
Damn fools should let them drown themselves.
Thin out the herd.
Well, that's positively Darwinian.
Whatever do you mean?
Darwin? Charles Darwin.
Hey, keep your voice
Do you know this artificial beach was built in only 6 months? It almost looks like a real ocean.
And how do you know
It's just a set
that?
of elaborate From one of the books I threw at you. They also served passing well for reading. Don't laugh. Watch this.
Gotta keep moving if we're gonna get the airship to Paris.
Okay, just one more.
Racing a resume.
Now, with Elizabeth being your companion and someone who can actually assist you in battle, she is pretty useful, to say the least. Well, if you actually take your gun and you aim it at Elizabeth, something funny actually happens with that as well if you get an audio cue. If not, she will always move out of the way every time you aim down sight at her, so here you go.
Watch where you're pointing that.
This next detail occurs with Elizabeth and an NPC who calls her Annabelle. If you've played and beaten Bioshock Infinite, you know that Elizabeth's real name is Annabelle DeWitt. This detail is pretty damn awesome if I do say so myself.
Annabelle?
Excuse me?
Annabelle, it's me, Esther.
Oh, no, I'm not Annabelle.
Are you sure?
My name is Elizabeth. Do I know you?
Elizabeth? Isn't that a lovely name?
That was odd.
So towards the beginning of the game, when you're actually wandering around Columbia, Booker notices two cops talking about the skyhook. Eventually, you go to the Columbia raffle, and then you get a skyhook of your own. Well, while wandering with Elizabeth, and if you actually do a brutal melee execution, Elizabeth will actually react sometimes to when you do the execution on an enemy. So, here's these two clips for you guys to enjoy.
What's that?
Kill you! Flank him! You ain't.
Oh my god.
During the Hall of Heroes level, you can actually wander around, see things like a carousel, you can go into shops, you can see a live play of Duke and Dimwit, etc. Well, as soon as you enter, there's an ice cream shop on your left, and then to the right of it, there's a hot dog vendor. This is the only time you can actually buy something from someone. You can walk up to the hot dog vendor and actually buy a hot dog. Again, like with the honor system that I mentioned previously, they did not have to put this in the game. However, the fact that you can actually purchase a hot dog from him just shows how much detail they actually put into the game.
Just stay close.
Yes, Mr. DeWitt.
Call me Booker.
All right, Booker. Should we head to the gondola or take a look around the boardwalk?
Dogs.
I suppose a place like this might
We
have
got
much
dogs
we
for
find
the
useful.
boys, dogs for the girls, dogs for everyone in between.
They're hot, red hot, hot dogs here! What do you give to a hungry little patriot? What's more red, white, and blue than a hot dog? Get your red hots! Get your hot dogs here!
I'll take one.
One for the nice man and his pretty little daughter. What do you say, fellow?
How old are you?
South of 40, north of you.
Hot dogs! Get 'em hot here! We got dogs for the boys, dogs for the girls.
Closed until...
So, as most of you who have played through the story of Bioshock Infinite, you learn that Booker is an alcoholic as well as an extensive gambler. However, if you come across a large amount of alcohol and Booker actually drinks it in-game, when you become drunk, your screen actually disorientates. Again, it's small details like this that I absolutely love. So let me know what you guys think of this down in the comment section below.
Come on!
I don't see the point of stopping all of us just to find
Damn thing's locked.
Did you hear about the statue? My God, what's happening?
What are you doing?
You're a roguish type.
So the last two details of today's video are going to come from the DLC Burial at Sea Episode 1. So the first detail that I really want to look at is when Booker DeWitt actually wakes up when Elizabeth first enters his detective agency. If you notice on the desk, there is a specific date, and for those of you who really enjoy Rapture, you're going to get a kick out of this one. It says December 31st, 1958. This is New Year's Eve. For those of you who enjoy Rapture and Bioshock 1, this is the day that the Civil War of Rapture actually started. So that is a huge detail that they incorporated into the start of Burial at Sea Episode 1.
There is?
We're closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
So this last detail is one of the smallest, yet one of the coolest in my personal opinion. At the start of episode 1, Booker lights a cigarette for Elizabeth. Elizabeth wanders all throughout Rapture until you guys get into an elevator where she confronts you about Sally. Then she puts out the cigarette by throwing it on the ground and crushing it, so obviously the fire goes out. Well, you can actually see the crushed up cigarette still on the ground if you go look where she crushed it. To me, that is amazing. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and without further ado, here's the clip.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. I just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
So guys, that's going to do it for me for today's video. I know the majority of you like your details in video games, along with Captain Eggcellent, so show some support on this video for him. Leave a like, leave a comment down below. Let us know the best part of this video. Other than that, if you want to see more like this, let's say details from Bioshock 1 or Bioshock 2, or potentially a part 2 to Bioshock Infinite or The Last of Us, please let us know down in the comment section below, and I'm sure we'll try to get working on those videos ASAP. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed the video, you can come check me out. My channel will be in the description down below. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are in the world. Thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you all in another video. Take care.
Can you open this?
Keep a lookout.